So you're planning on going to the beautiful Estonia and you're wondering how can I buy a SIM card in Estonia? In this video I will tell you all about buying a SIM card in Estonia, and worry not, I'm not just gonna say take out your euros, give it to the salesperson. No, this is not that type of tutorial, but I'm just gonna give you some basics that you need to know about buying a SIM card in Estonia. So let's just get straight into it. Hi! It's Otto from Phone Travelers here, where we talk about everything related to traveling with your own. That sounds like a thing for you? Make sure to subscribe. You won't regret it. I promise, somewhat. And you may be wondering, well, why do I need a tutorial for that? And that's because every country is different related to buying SIM cards. In some countries, you don't even have to bring your passport for registering. You don't even have to go to the official stores. You can just buy a SIM card from a random kiosk and then you can, well, just use the SIM card. Whereas in other countries, they want your passport details, your visa details, they want to know where you live, fingerprints, photos, a lot of stuff. So it can be tricky to know what to do or what to be aware of when buying a SIM card in countries around the world. So in this video I will tell you about the operators and SIM cards available in Estonia, whether SIM card registration is necessary or not, and if it's necessary what you need to be aware of, where you can buy your Estonian SIM card, the SIM card prices and what the starter packs come with, and how to actually activate your SIM. So it's going to be a straightforward tutorial of how to buy a SIM card in Estonia. So let's start with the operators that we have in Estonia. In Estonia we have three different operators. We have Elisa Estonia, Tele2 Estonia and Telia Estonia. Well, why do I keep saying Estonia behind each of these companies? That's because these operators are active in other countries as well. For example, Elisa is also active in Finland, Telia is active in the Nordics, and Tele2 is also active in the Nordics, even in Asia like Kazakhstan if I'm correct, and the Netherlands, so like that. But for the rest of the video I would just say Elisa, Tele2 and Telia. So those are the operators. But there are 7 SIM cards to choose from, prepaid SIM cards to choose from when you're in Estonia. That's because each of these operators, they have sub-brands, you could call them. So let me explain that to you. With Elisa, you can get an Elisa SIM card, or you can go with SEN. SEN is actually the youth-focused SIM card, although from what I'm aware of, regardless of your age, you can get the SIM card, or as long if you look young, like me with my baby face. I wish this beard keeps growing. So that's one, that's, sorry, that was kind of a distraction. So that's with Elisa. With Telia, there are no Telia prepaid SIM cards, at least not with the Telia brand. With Telia, you have 2 options. You can go with the Super SIM card, or you can get the simple SIM card. And with Tele2 you actually have 3 options. You have the Tele2 brand, where you have the regular SIM card where you can also call, text and use data, and you also have the data only SIM card, and you also have the smart brand, which is the budget brand. And the main difference between the Tele2 SIM card and the smart SIM card is that the smart SIM card is just cheaper than the Tele2 one, but with smart you can buy the regular Tele2 packages. So if you just want to save 1 or 2 or up to 250 euros, 2.50 euros, not 250 euros, then you might want to consider the smart SIM card. So those are the SIM cards that are available for you in Estonia, at least the prepaid SIM cards. Well, do you need to register your SIM cards? No. In Estonia, it's not required to register your SIM card, so you can be anonymous if you want to be. Of course, some operators, they give you a bonus if you at least give them your email address and confirm it, like Super. With Super you can get up to you actually get 1 GB of data for free if you confirm your email address, but it's not mandatory, at least not governed by law. So where can you buy your Estonian SIM card? You can go to the official stores of these operators, so you can go to an Elisa store, Telia store or a Tele2 store, or you can buy your SIM card at grocery stores, kiosks. Like in Estonia they have a chain that's called R Kiosk, where they sell things that, well, kiosks sell, and they also sell SIM cards there. And if you're in Tallinn, so the capital of Estonia, you will find an R Kiosk at literally every corner of every street in Tallinn. In other places in Estonia, I'm not sure, but are kiosks, but it's also possible to buy SIM cards at the grocery store if you want to, and select electronic stores. So it's not necessary for you to actually search a Elisa store or a Telia store in order to buy the SIM card you want. And if you're flying into Tallinn International Airport, you can also buy a SIM card there. There are no stores of the operators there, but there's an R kiosk there. And when I was there, it was possible to buy a Super SIM card and also an Elisa SIM card if you want to. So Tele2 was not available back then, but I think they changed the assortment every now and then, or it was just sold out. So it's also possible to buy the SIM card at the airport without inflated prices, and then be connected as soon as you arrive in Estonia. But if you're considering going with Telia, so there could be the Super SIM card or the Simple SIM card, it's better to go to an R kiosk and buy a SIM card there, and that's because Telia charges you a €1 administration fee, which is $1 something, which is a small administration fee. But the thing is, when I was trying to buy my SIM card at the Telia store, this was in the VL Mall in Tallinn, the Telia sales agent actually told me to go to the R kiosk across the store so that I didn't have to pay the fee. Initially I thought she didn't want to deal with me, but I later learned about this administration fee, so it was kind of nice of her to, well, save me that one precious euro. But the thing is, with €1 you can actually do a lot in Estonia related to data, but that's for a different video or for my reviews, which you can see in the eye up there. But this video is just for buying a SIM card in Estonia. Okay, so how much do SIM cards cost in Estonia? Well, SIM cards are very cheap for European standards, but also compared to the SIM card prices around the world, they are, well, reasonably priced. Well, I say reasonably, they're just cheap. So now I will tell you the price of each SIM card, because all these SIM cards, they come with starter perks. So let's just go to them. A Telia Super SIM card will cost you €1 and will come with 50 megabytes and €1 in credit. A Telia Simple SIM card will cost you, let's say, €3 and comes with 50 megabytes and €3 in credit. An Elisa SIM card will cost you €1 and comes with €1 in credit. An Elisa SIM card will cost you €3 and comes with €3 in credit. A Tele2 SIM card, so the standard SIM card, will cost you €4 and comes with 3 gigabytes of data, 300 local minutes and 30 SMS. A Tele2 Smart SIM card will cost you €1 and will come with 250 megabytes and €1 in credit. And the Tele2 data only SIM card will cost you €4 and comes with 5 gigabytes of data that can be used in 1 week. So those are some generous perks for the low prices you pay for the SIM cards. There are some countries, I'm not gonna name some, but there are some countries around the world where you have to pay a hefty price for just the SIM card alone and you get no perks. And then the data packages are also criminally expensive, so Estonia is doing a good job with this. And the last important thing, how do you actually activate your SIM card? With Elisa and Telia, you actually have to call an Estonian number first before you can use your SIM card. In most cases, the salesperson will recommend you to call the customer service of the particular operator, so the Elisa customer service number or the Telia customer service number. Whereas with Tele2, the salesperson will activate the SIM card by scanning a barcode, regardless if you go to a Tele2 store or our kiosk. So that's it for buying a SIM card in Estonia, as in literally buying a SIM card in Estonia. If you want to learn more about the packages that these operators offer, SIM card review, speed test and stuff like that, you're lucky, because I have several videos related to Estonian operators, which you can see in this playlist up there. And if you want to have a little bit more of an in-depth buying guide of buying a SIM card in Estonia, where I cover stuff like speeds, coverage, mobile data prices compared to other nations, there is Estonia SIM card buying guide up there. If there's no eye up there, then the video is coming very soon. But yeah, that's what you need to know about buying a SIM card in Estonia. Comment down below which SIM cards you're gonna try when you are in Estonia. If you want to know what my favorite was actually Super, because they were cheap, but Elisa, they were super fast. And Tele2, they just came with a lot of data for the starter kit. I got the data only SIM, so every SIM card in Estonia was kind of great. But if you check out my reviews, you will learn more about what I think about these operators individually. I hope this video was insightful. If it was, make sure to click the like button. Make sure to subscribe to this channel as well, where I talk about everything related to traveling with your phone. If you don't know who I am, I'm Aldo. I own this channel and phonetravelers.com, where I write in-depth guides, reviews. I would also recommend you to sign up for my newsletter at phonetravelers.com/newsletter, where you will get an Excel sheet with the best local SIM cards in over 230 destinations, which gets updated every month. So yeah, you may want to sign up for that. That's it for today, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye bye.